Bernice is looking at, Michael got the tartiflette with goat cheese. I got the regular tartiflette, and Emily got with Munster, right? And it came with this lovely salad, and we're having wine and bread. Looks amazing. Welcome back. Well, this week we are looking at one of my favorite places in Limoges. It's called Happy Troc, and it was recommended by our friend Paula, and I have visited multiple times. In fact, I even recommended this store to the Lalonde Facebook group because, as you'll see, it is massive. We also really rely on the donation center that is right behind it for helping us to clear out our home, which works great. And then I always get to stop at my favorite sport, which is thrifting. Michael did want me to mention that he is trying very hard to slow down the camera, and we will continue to get better at not getting anyone motion sickness from our videos. So thank you for hanging in there with us. We were searching for something, actually two main things, now that the kitchen is getting closer to being finished. We were really looking for an armoire that we could switch out with the current unit that's in the kitchen. And so we were looking for something that was not too deep, so as to save as much space in that small kitchen as possible, and wanted to use something that could maybe even hide some of the extra storage items that we need in the kitchen. And our friends Kurt and Nicole, who live in Vignonnet, have a marvelous armoire wardrobe in their kitchen, and it really just is a classy addition. So we're kind of on the hunt for maybe the unicorn of armoires that isn't too tall and it's not too deep, and it would have both drawers and shelving inside. So we look every time we come. As you can see, Happy Troc has an amazing selection, and if you want furniture, this is hands down the best place to come to that we've seen in the Limoges area, in central France in particular. I will say, when we drove by Happy Troc just recently, it did say that it was having a change of ownership. So I am secretly hoping that it comes back just as strong, and I promise to keep you advised as we continue to visit. As you can see, Happy Troc has such a great selection of everything from mattresses to armoires to umbrella stands to art. There's just a massive amount of home goods that are here for the thrifting. But the second main thing that we were scouring Happy Troc for was a table for the kitchen. Currently, the piece of furniture that we use as our kitchen table is truly an old desk, and it's working just fine. And I think I'm kind of holding out for the right table for the space. And with the black accents in the kitchen right now that we've brought in the shelf and through some of the frames, I think it'd be really great to find a table with a cast iron base. And I love the marble top tables. I think they're so beautiful. And so I'm ideally searching for one that is a 60 centimeter square marble. I've seen they've always been a little too far away on Facebook Marketplace. However, the rectangular table, which generally these are bistro tables, that rectangular table is 60 centimeters by 100 centimeters or 1 meter, which would also work just fine in the space. I found this table there that day, and I talked myself out of it because I didn't have a tape measure with me at the time, and I had so much regret that I went back and it was gone the next time. So I'm very sad and still on the hunt. Happy Troc is the store where I got my set of dishes, and I just love them. And I do always come to check to see if they have just like the saucers or some that could coordinate with it. And so you can see it is a lot of fun to check every single time. It's always a little bit different, but it's definitely full of the specialty porcelain from Limoges. There are multiple sets of it each time I've been there. A last favorite that we have is the copper that you can find in the thrift stores, and we always check for the the elusive jam pot or beautiful copper pot that could be used in the kitchen or as something decorative. They just have so much history in the store. flour, pepper, spices, tea. That one's my favorite, the salt. €29 for all of these. It's amazing.
Yeah, it has all the lids.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if they'll throw the Barbie in. Scales.
I like these busts.
Yeah, that one looks like Cookie. That one kind of looks like Cookie too, though. I wanted to talk real quick about driving in France. As an American driver, it's always interesting to me that the cars show the speed limit. You can see I use cruise control a lot to keep my speed, because many of the roads, all of the roads as far as I know, have cameras that will give you a ticket without you even knowing. We also try to get cars with Apple CarPlay, because I don't even know how people, including people from France, navigate French highway system without it. So cars with CarPlay are really important. The other really interesting thing is that people in France, when driving, really don't use the left lane. Occasionally you'll get somebody that's like driving fast, probably knows the roads better than I do, of course, but everybody moves over to the right. I kind of call it like a little dance. For the most part, everybody goes the speed limit, which right now, as you can see, is 130 kilometers per hour. You can see everybody kind of just moves over. Sometimes they get a little close, but it's a little dance everybody plays. Pass the trucks and then scoot right back over. Very different than America, where everybody kind of hangs out in the left lane. Just thought it was interesting, thought I'd share.